God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. The world is on fire. The world is flooding. Everywhere you look is destruction. Everywhere you look is death, is murder, is rage. God is trying to tell you something. Understand what I'm telling you. The world is in a state of chaos right now. People is losing their homes. People losing their lives. People losing their kids. We is in a state of headed into something we never seen before. AI is at an all-time high. AI is trying to take over mankind in a way to where, it relieve you of your job duties. In a minute, they talking about having AI taking your kids to school, coming into your house and cleaning up your house for you. We got people who's online acting like they real people. We got the newscasts. People on a newscast that's fake. They AI generated people. They not even real. They not even real humans. We got pilots flying airplanes. Not even real humans. This is the world we living in 2025. God is trying to tell us all something. And we ignoring the Most High because we too busy chasing money. We too busy chasing success. We all in survival mode right now. And we can't hear the voice of God like he wants us to. That's why all these natural disasters is occurring. That's why all these rumors of wars is occurring. That's why all these catastrophic events around the world is taking place. Because that's the only way God can get our attention. A lot of people are stubborn and they arrogant. And they don't want to listen to the voice of the Most High. Everybody in this day and age, majority of the people is turning a blind eye to the Most High. And they acting like they don't see the problem. Rent going up. Mortgages going up. People becoming homeless and kicked out. People ain't got nowhere to go. People losing their houses in the flood. Houses that they had for over 30, 40 years. Losing it to natural disasters. The government is clearly out to depopulate this earth. A lot of the things we see that's going on the news, some of it is fictitious, but some of it is self-inflicted, meaning a lot of the problems you see that's going on in the world is being caused by the leaders and the governments that control the world. They raising the price on food that's free, that was put for us, that was put for all of us for our survival. They controlling the natural resources of earth and pricing it. And we just going along with it like ain't nothing wrong with it. But God is trying to tell us something all right now. We got to stick together. You feel me? We got to stick together. In this hour right now, we got to stick together. You feel what I'm saying? And the sad part about this is the masses of people, they ain't going to get it. So you got to hang on to the ones who can identify with your beliefs and identify and see what's going on out here. And y'all got to start from there and y'all got to build. People dropping out the sky, man. Airplanes falling out the sky. People burning up in fires. Kids is getting abused and neglected. Child trafficking is at an all-time high. Mamas against daughters, fathers against sons. A lot of the things we see right now is in the book of Revelations. This is a lot of the problems and things that we dealing with right now. It was prophecy. And we living in those times right now. We living in those times right now. It ain't no time to be playing around. This not the time to be playing around. This the time to be paying attention. We all in survival mode right now. Everybody, the whole world. God is trying to tell us something. God is trying to tell you something. Change your life, man. Change your life. Change your life. You feel me? You're going to have to get unfamiliar with the things that you used to. You're going to have to stop smoking. You're going to have to stop drinking, or at least work on that shit. You're going to have to stop hanging out on the block. You're going to have to stop sleeping with all these different individuals who carry bad spirits and who carry bad vibes. And we might even get to the point to where we got to take our kids out of school or take our kids from these people who we think is teachers. A lot of them had bad spirits and bad intentions. That's why your kids ain't doing good in school right now. It's not because they got ADHD or they can't control their behavior or that they not smart. It's that the teachers at these schools nowadays is wicked and full of evil. And they full of favoritism. They got their favorites and they got their castaways. Understand what I'm saying? God is trying to tell you something. It's time to make a change. The shit you've been doing for too long, you know that you've been forgiven time after time for the things you've been going through, for the things and the situations and the problems that keep occurring in your life. It's time to make a change. It's time to do better. It ain't no more excuses. And it ain't no more time to waste. Because now we not just living for us. We living for the next generation that's coming up behind us. We living for our kids. What the future gonna look like for them? If you got AI controlling everything. Don't nobody get alone no more. Don't nobody want to even greet you no more outside. Everybody is in survival mode. God is trying to tell you something, and God is warning the world right now. It's time to make a change. It's time to make a change. You ain't gonna be perfect. Ain't nobody perfect, but you need to be striving to live in a better life and be striving towards perfection as best as you could. It's time to make a change. You can't be going on all these different dates with all these different people. You inviting bad spirits into your house, into your life. You don't know what these people is about. You don't know what they represent. People committing suicide. People jumping out of windows. People jumping off of buildings and shit, man. God is trying to warn us and tell us something right now. It ain't cool. It's time to make a change. We had too much time to get it right. We didn't have too much time to get it right. And the people who want to continue with this system of how it's set up, they gonna perish. They gonna perish, family. Everything that's being wicked, everything that's unrighteous, everything that's ungodly is being exposed right now. Everything, dog. Everything. You might think just because time going on and we in the year 2025 and technology is getting better, that everything is working out for the best of mankind. But you don't understand, really everything is getting worse. Everything is getting worse. People don't even go outside no more like that. They don't even enjoy nature or get out no more. Understand what I'm telling you. God is trying to tell us something. It's time to make a change. The old way ain't working. The old way ain't working. And for most of us, the crazy part about it, we stuck in our ways. We caught up in our ways. We arrogant. We stubborn. A lot of us can't be told nothing. A lot of us feel like we can't be told nothing. And all I'm saying is, it's time to make a change. It's time to do better. We got to do better. They say that the people will be destroyed for a lack of knowledge. A lot of people in this generation is going to perish. If not all of us. If not all of us. A lot of people are going to perish, family. Do you understand what I'm telling you right now? Look at the world. You can't control, everything that's going on. So I'm not telling you to try to control things that you can't control. That's out of your control. But I'm telling you, you need to look in the mirror and start with yourself. It's time to make a change. You know what I'm talking about? And so, until next time, like I said, man, God is trying to tell us something. God is trying to tell you something. Pay attention. Pay attention to how things is working. Pay attention to the world. Look at the state of chaos that the world is in. The farther we get into the truth, the farther we get into the future, it seems like the more we get away from the truth and we get away from what's real. And it seems like the more we get away from the natural order of how the universe works. Everybody is in survival mode right now, man. Be careful out here. You feel what I'm saying? Be careful. Be careful. Like I say, man, it's time to make a change. Block out all the noise and learn how to listen to the voice of God. Cut the radio off and learn how to listen to the voice of God. Stop all the partying and learn how to listen to the voice of God. Do you understand that you have an expiration date? One day you're going to pass away. One day it's going to be the end of us all. 100 years from now, the people that's living right now, 100 years from now, it's going to be gone, bro. It's going to be a whole nother set of people talking about how we was living today. Do you know where you headed after this life? Do you care? And I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm trying to give you something to think about, some truth. It's not always about what you passionate at. It's not always about how much money you can make. It's not always about getting a better job. It's not always about none of that shit. You got to think, sometimes you got to think about the necessary. You got to think about what's guaranteed. You got to think about the afterlife. You got to think about living your life right now in a righteous way. Don't follow the crowd. Don't follow the crowd. Follow your heart. Listen to the voice of God. And cut off all the motherfucking TVs. Cut off and get rid of all the noise. Playtime is over with. It's time to wake up and stay up. God is trying to tell you something. But until next time, y'all stay blessed. And I love y'all. Talk to y'all later.